You're making
That's
that
a
up.
joke.
I never knew
That's
that.
a trivia.
Serious?
Oh, good dog, Boom.
You're such a good boy.
Such a good
Wala silang
you are
maisip.
a
O
good
sige,
boy,
let's
aren't
name na lang our baby.
Now I need a
Boom.
treat.
They were like, oh, he responds to belly rubs.
Yes, I do.
Pat.
Now I need to convince my husband to get another dog. So,
Hi, Tyke.
Adopt, don't shop.
yeah. Well, especially those dogs because
Yeah.
they're working dogs.
Yeah.
They need the correct environment post retirement.
Pero tama sabi ni Ses, huwag nyo nang
Oo nga.
pagdramahin.
Huwag nang pagdramahin.
Relax na sila.
Teka, take note, qualified.
Qualified.
Ano kaya yung mga qualification?
All right. Thank you so much, Seth and Sean.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hindi, I'm memorizing the number kasi. We've got
Our
results
minds are on the dogs.
We've got results from 5 NBA games, including a nail-biter between the Oklahoma City Thunder and Denver Nuggets, plus updates from a doubleheader in the PVL All-Filipino Conference.
And we've got part 1 of my special conversation with gymnastics golden boy and 2-time PSA Athlete of the Year, Carlos Yulo.
I respond to cues kasi, you know, remember? I'm Boom Gonzalez sitting in for Anjay Felix.
Good boy.
Thank you.
And I'm Jessica Letangalo.
And here's tonight's play-by-play.
Davino, the show by Mamoy Lee. Dribbles, puts it up. Unbelievable. Gemma on the left side. Oh, the pass! Stuffing another one. Bacunas rejecting Esteban for the point.
March 10, 2026, Tuesday. Let's start the show with a marquee matchup in the NBA between the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Denver Nuggets. A wild ending in this one. The Nuggets were down 4 with time winding down when Nikola Jokic hit a 3 while Jamal Murray was pushed by Jalen Williams. Murray hit the bonus free throw to tie the game at 126. But SGA had the final say. The reigning MVP hit a nasty step-back 3 that put the Thunder back up with just 2.7 seconds remaining. Final score here, 129 to 126 in favor of the defending champs. SGA finished with 35 points, 9 rebounds, 15 assists. He also tied the great Wilt Chamberlain for most consecutive games with at least 20 points at 126. Jokic tried to carry Denver with his monster triple-double of 32, 14, and 13, but to no avail. The Thunder continue to stand tall in the West and overall standings with 51 wins and 15 losses. The Nuggets slide to 6th in the conference with a 39 victories against 26 defeats.
Just trusting my work, first and foremost, and then just reading the defense. Obviously, they were sending 2 basically the whole second half, and I knew if I wanted to get an attempt late, I would have to go quick and go fast. And the deeper I drove, the more bodies were coming. So, yeah, I kind of had no choice. The reason why we won, they're a high-powered offense, obviously. We didn't really bring it tonight defensively, but we brought it offensively. And guys like Jay Will, AJ, Isaiah Joe, J Mac, like they brought it offensively, and we were able to hang around in the game long enough. Obviously going down big early, but yeah, offensively we're really good tonight. I don't know, it's still a lot to even like wrap my head around. And to be honest with you, I try not to even like think about it, especially during the season. So much is going on. So many things have to go right for you to get what you ultimately want, and that's like gets 100% of my focus, especially basketball-wise. But obviously, like you said, being in a conversation with a guy like that is it's special.
Meantime, the Los Angeles Clippers score a huge upset over the New York Knicks. The Clips rolled to a 15-point lead midway through the third quarter and held on for a 126-118 dub at home. The Knicks managed to cut the deficit to 5 points several times down the stretch, but the Clips responded with timely baskets to seal the win. Kawhi Leonard had a team-high 29 points. Benedict Mathurin added 28 markers, 22 of which came in the second half. Darius Garland chipped in 23 points and 7 assists in his second start for LA. Karl Anthony Towns gave New York 35 markers, 12 rebounds, and 7 assists before fouling out in the dying seconds. After starting the season with 6 wins and 21 losses, the Clippers have climbed all the way to 8th in the West with a 32-32 slate. The Knicks are clinging on to the third spot in the East with a 41-25 record.
Getting out in transition, our defense got us going tonight. And after that, he was making threes. Threes every time we needed a big shot. My teammates knocked it down.
You talked about the timely threes. Let's talk about your performance, though. New York threw a lot at you. Double teams, physicality. What allowed you to still flourish no matter what the defense showed?
Just going out here wanting to learn and just taking advantage of my opportunity and not getting frustrated. Basketball is not perfect. It's different every basketball game, so I just go out there and just try to learn every night.
You talked about basketball's different every night. This team is different right now. What do you like the most about the way you all are playing?
I love that we are competing. No matter where we are in the standings, we're just competing every night and just playing basketball and having fun. So we're just going to keep doing that the rest of the season.
Appreciate it, Kawhi. Thank you.
3 more NBA games for you today. Here are the results. The Cleveland Cavaliers take a 115-101 win over the Philadelphia 76ers as James Harden becomes the 9th player ever to reach 29,000 points. The Brooklyn Nets score a 126-115 victory over the injury-plagued Memphis Grizzlies. And lastly, two-way player Blake Hinson drains the go-ahead triple to push the Utah Jazz past the Golden State Warriors 119-116.
Here at home, the PBA Commissioner's Cup will tip off tomorrow at the Ninoy Aquino Stadium. It's the first import-laden conference of the PBA's golden season, and it'll also feature a special guest team. Here's a preview. The PBA Season 50 Commissioner's Cup is set to unfold, and teams have reloaded with a mix of star imports and new faces. Defending champion TNT is leaving nothing to chance as it tries to keep the crown. But with usual import Ronde Hollis Jefferson sidelined due to a ruptured Achilles tendon, the Tropang Giga had to turn to former NBA player Bol Bol for this conference. The 7'3" son of late NBA great Manute Bol previously played for the Denver Nuggets, Orlando Magic, and Phoenix Suns, making him one of the most high-profile imports in the mid-season tournament. San Miguel is also aiming to keep its momentum going, especially after winning back-to-back Philippine Cup championships. The Beermen will try to reclaim the Commissioner's Cup title with 6'11" import Marcus Lee in tow and redeem themselves after missing the playoffs in last year's edition of the conference. As for Converge, it hopes to make the most of its reloaded lineup. Not only did the Fiber Xers tap former NBA big man Kyler Kelly, but they also acquired Calvin Abueva from Titan Ultra and finally signed Mikey Williams after lengthy negotiations. Many other teams likewise decided to go big for their imports in the Commissioner's Cup. Meralco moved on from Ismael Romero and instead went with 7-foot veteran Marvin Jones. Terra Firma added its own 7-footer Mubasha Ali. Magnolia signed 6'9" Terrell Brown Soares. Blackwater brought in 6'11" Daniel Oshefu. Rain or Shine turned to 6'9" Jalen Johnson. NLEX tapped 6'10" Katie Lalane. And Titan Ultra scored 6'10" Michael Gilmore. Barangay Ginebra San Miguel is the only team with a returning import, with Justin Brownlee set to play in his 8th PBA season. But at 6'6", he will actually be the shortest import in the conference. The addition of imports is not the only challenge in the new conference. The PBA also welcomed the Macau Black Knights as its latest guest team. Headlining Macau is former NBA player Tony Mitchell. With new imports, new contenders, and the return of familiar stars, the stage is set for another action-packed PBA Commissioner's Cup. From the golden season to the golden boy.
Yeah,
Coming up,
go.
we hear from the one and only Carlos Yulo. Find out what a second straight PSA Athlete of the Year award means to the gymnastics golden boy. You're watching Play-by-Play on One News.
And we're back, and thanks for joining us here on Play-by-Play. Updates now from the 2026 PVL All-Filipino Conference. The PLDT high-speed hitters are now just a win away from a spot in the qualifying round. That's after PLDT beat the Galleries Tower high-risers 25-18, 25-22, and 25-17. Savvy Davison led the high-speed hitters with 21 points and 7 receptions. Aliyah Malaluan also had an all-around game of 9 points, 14 receptions, and 7 digs. Only the top 4 teams in the eliminations will advance to the qualifying round, while the rest will compete in the play-in step ladder. PLDT is now atop the team standings with 6 wins and just 1 loss.
Yun nga, wini-wish namin na umabot kami ng top 4. Pero para isipin pa namin, parang dagdag pressure, dagdag hype na naman, hindi naman kailangan. So talagang kung ano lang yung next kalaban namin, talagang doon lang kailangan mag-focus. At the same time, hindi rin porket na kalaban na namin, kakalimutan na namin mga tutunan kasi may chance talaga na makalaban sila ulit. So yung ganung learning from game to game, very important para sa amin.
Meantime, just in, the Farm Fresh Foxies rally past the Choco Mucho Flying Titans in 5 sets, 21-25, 25-22, 16-25, 25-18, and 15-9. Trisha Tubu powered the Foxies with 22 points built on 16 attacks and 6 blocks. Now, with the win, Farm Fresh kept its top 4 hopes alive, improving to 3 and 4. Choco Mucho holds the same record.
Carlos Yulo continues not just to dazzle, but inspire the Filipino nation, one gymnastics move at a time. After recently receiving his PSA Athlete of the Year award for the 2nd straight year, we caught up with the Golden Boy himself for a special exclusive interview. Here's part 1.
I was just really overwhelmed again, and pasasalamat po talaga. Di ko na-expect na maitaan pa rin po nila ako ng ganang kahalaga yung pagkapanalo ko ng Olympics. Ayun lang po, talagang nagpapasalamat po ako sa award na binigay po nila sa akin.
And then, the first time you won this award, 2024, after, of course, your historic Paris Olympics run. Pero winning it again, how is it different or how is it more meaningful?
Yeah. Siguro mas nakakatuwa siya ngayon kasi dalawa kami ni Alex yung napili. And feeling ko sa sarili ko din na dumadami na din yung mga atleta natin, mga Pilipino na kaya makipagsabayan internationally po.
Okay, I'm glad you brought up Alex Ayala kasi nga dalawa kayo co-athletes of the year. And syempre, like Heidelin Diaz, AJ Obiana, Carlos Yulo, Alex Ayala. And what does that say about Philippine sports on the global stage?
Yung puso po talaga ng mga Pilipino. Yung spirit po natin. Feeling ko dun, kapag, paano po ba, pinalakas pa lalo yan, mas kaya natin makipagsabayan sa kanila. Well, kulang talaga tayo sa program and wala tayong blueprint kung paano makapunta sa ganon ka high na level po. Pero if we go out sa Philippines and maging open, especially sa madaming countries, magagaling talaga. Magtanong tayo sa kanila. Kasi ganun ko siya na view right now. Si Kuya EJ pumunta sa Europe. Ako, nag-Japan po ako. And si Alex sa ibang bansa din po siya nagtitraining. So, madami pong matututunan talaga kapag kasama mo po talaga yung mga magagaling.
Sa sobrang dami ng achievements mo, yung mga awards na ganito, does it validate lahat ng sacrifices na binuhos mo sa gymnastics?
For me po kasi, like, grateful po ako sa mga nare-receive ko na award and sa mga praises po ng mga tao sa akin. But yung nagba-value po talaga sa akin yung journey ko Yung journey. Like, yeah, so sobrang emotional po ako nung nakakuha ko ng Olympic gold medal po. Kasi long time dream ko po siya. Like, tagal ko siyang pinagtrabahuan, pinagsikapan, pinagtiyagaan. Pero yung pinaka bit ko ngayon po is yung naging experience ko Kung paano ko ginugol yung oras ko doon, kung paano ko plinano yun, kung paano ako pumunta sa gym nang ayoko naman talaga mag-training. Pero pinilit ko yung sarili ko. Yung mga hard moments sa training, outside gymnastics. Para sa akin isa din po yun sa mga gintong nakuha ko besides sa Olympic medals po.
Not just the first Filipino, but also the first Southeast Asian to win gold in the World Artistic Gymnastics Championships. Sobrang daming sacrifices on outside and inside the gym. First Southeast Asian athlete to win multiple gold medals at the Olympics, multiple golds sa SEA Games. Again, the list goes on and on and on. At this point in your career, ano na yung personal definition mo of success?
Yeah, having it, nailatag po. Nakuha ko na yung mga gusto kong gawin sa buhay. Especially sa gymnastics, dami ko pong na-achieve. Pero yung constant po na matuto, hanggang ngayon, hindi pa rin po talaga siya nawawala sa akin. Gusto ko pa rin matuto. Kung sa tingin po ng ibang tao, like, champion ako, palagi ako nananalo. Pero ako po pag nagko-compete and nagte-training, challenger palagi ako. Like, challenge ko. Ako kasi po yung type ng atleta na okay lang sa'yo matalo po Wala namang problema yun normal yun sa larangan ng sports. Pero yung matuto sa pagkakamali ko nung mga una kong competition, tapos pinaka natutuwa ako kapag nababago ko na siya, tapos maganda na yung pangalawang competition, tapos pangit ulit yung pangatlo, tapos adjust ulit sa pang-apat. Yung mga ganong hurdles po, and yung mga ganong obstacles po, yung sa akin nag-keep going para matuto pa lalo. Kasi naniniwala po ako na kahit na-achieve mo na yung gusto mo, yung pangarap mo, marami pa talaga tayong pwedeng matutunan and ma-experience.
You were in Paris. You got to witness the
I was in his room. Shooting a documentary, by the way. No, I mean, yeah.
Amazing
spent
person.
A lot of time with him.
So humble. Just a great person to be around.
Everything that is said about him is true. Yun lang yun.
All right, catch part 2 of my interview with Carlos Yulo later this week. Coming up, the road to the World Cup begins for Gilas Pilipinas women. We tell you the 12 players representing the Philippines in the FIBA Women's World Cup qualifiers in France. That's next when Play-by-Play returns here on One News.
We're back with you. You're watching Play-by-Play on One News. We've got the PVL and the NBA in tonight's highlight reel. Let's begin with the Premier Volleyball League. Let's begin with PLDT and Kim Fajardo fooling everybody, including her teammate. Look at Mika Reyes there. She thought she was going to get set, but no, reverse dump. And that was one of 3 points for Fajardo to go along with 15 excellent sets. I believe she was the player of the game. PLDT sweeps Galleries Tower to move on the brink of the qualifying round. They're, by the way, 6-1 in the PVL. They are unstoppable. All right, let's move on to the NBA and go to the Grizzlies versus Nets. Now, there's not much to celebrate about the Nets this year. So let's celebrate this. On the break, Zaire Williams, De'Aaron Sharp, look at that. Oh boy, Sharp had 19 points off the bench. The Nets beat the Grizzlies 126-115. One more time. No. Oh, this is a really nice shot from up top, yeah. There you go. The Nets with a little to celebrate this year. Next, Knicks, Clippers. Kawhi Leonard gets OG Anunoby. Look at this. Double crossover, pull back, fall away, swish. Boy, this guy, really, this year, the best we've seen. Kawhi Leonard for the Clippers. 29 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals, and the win. The Clippers outlast the Knicks, 126 to 118. How about we go to Cleveland? 76ers versus the Cavs. Oh, is that Dwayne Wade? No, that's Donovan Mitchell. But it looks like Dwayne Wade with like over-the-head dribble. Watch your head. Donovan Mitchell tallied 17 points, 6 assists to help the Cavs take down the Sixers 115 to 101. We gotta see the next one again. The Nuggets versus the Thunder. He just came off a game winner against Draymond Green against Golden State, and here he goes doing it again. Separation dribble, space maker, step back, whatever you want to call it. SGA does it again, puts the Thunder up 129-126. No timeout for Denver, and that ends up as the final score. The reigning MVP, 35 points, 9 rebounds, 15 assists, tied Wilt Chamberlain for most consecutive 20-plus games. 126, I believe. And back-to-back game winners, SGA, OKC, still at it. Back to you, Cheska. Woo!
Is that Dwayne Wade? Where?
Wait, wait!
And before we go, we want to wish the best of luck to Gilas Pilipinas women as they fight for a spot in the FIBA Women's World Cup. Gilas women will field a star-studded lineup for the qualifying tournament with 9 holdovers from the team that won the gold medal in the 2025 Southeast Asian Games. UAAP stars Angel Sorada, Luna Ozar, Casey De La Rosa, Carl Anpingol, and Kent Pastrana headline the squad. They will team up with longtime nationals Afril Bernardino, Janine Pontejos, Trina Guitinco, and Stephanie Berberabe, as well as Division I Arizona players Sumaya Sugapong, Sofia Dignadice, and Sarah Hain. The FIBA Women's World Cup qualifying tournament will take place in Lyon, France. Gilas women will begin their campaign on Thursday at 3:30 a.m. Philippine time as they take on the host country. Again, best of luck, ladies!
Speaking of best of luck, ladies, our football team entering the knockout stages.
Yes, that's another one. So many.
And Alex Ayala tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? Tomorrow
Let's
morning.
go, ladies.
Yeah. Good luck to all of you. We are always praying and rooting for all of you. That's all from us tonight, kapatid. Catch us again tomorrow, 9 p.m. for a play-by-play of the day's top sports stories.
Play-by-play is on One News, that's Signal TV, Channel 8 on SD, and Channel 250 on HD. We are also available on Signal Play and Pilipinas Live.
I'm Boom Gonzalez sitting in for Andre Felix.
And I'm Cheska Liton-Calao. Thank you for watching, mga kapatid. Good night.